Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Your friendly neighborhood Coach Pruitt here with you once again for our daily YouTube video. So today's video is going to cover our class activities on Monday and Tuesday, February the 8th and the 9th of 2021. You can see on the screen here that I have for you guys your daily information, the essential question, the schedule for today, a couple of announcements we need to make or dates that we want you to remember, and then the links or videos that you will be using for class today. Last time that we were together, we began our brand new unit number 5. So we are over halfway through with the content for the year. Woohoo! So on Thursday and Friday of last week, we went over the brand new standards. We went over our new task work activities, kind of introduced the unit, and then we spent the back half or so of class working on our children's style ABC book slide. Now remember that each person has their own slide, so if you missed class last Thursday or Friday, you want to go back and find the video from that day. You do have a page in the ABC book that you do need to do. We'll be mentioning that during class and giving you guys reminders about it as well, but just another gentle reminder, make sure that you complete your page because it is an individual grade. And it is also part of your task work in lieu of doing key term definitions and pictures. So for today, you can see that I have your essential question up, so let's look at that first. How did railroads lead to a more connected United States? So what we're going to be talking about today is the Transcontinental Railroad, this connection of a railroad that's going to unify pretty much these two railways in the western part of the United States, but with that link, we have a unbroken railroad line that goes all the way across the United States of America from one coast to another. So yet another example of manifest destiny, technological innovations. And so what we want to look at and think about today is how did railroads connect the United States more? Why are they such a big deal to U.S. history? Why are they important? And why do we talk about them so much? Also, critically undervalued pieces of property and monopoly. Just a little, tidbit from old Coach Pruitt there. So, what we're going to do today is have a very brief discussion together as a class about the Transcontinental Railroad, just to give you guys some overall, notes would be the best way to put it, or bullet point information, things you want to remember for, say, the purposes of a test. And then we're going to do our task work activity about the map. So I'll show you guys how to get to that. You'll probably have the last 15 minutes or so of class today to continue to work on the ABC book slide. We'll talk about that in class. That won't be on this video. But again, if you forgot how to do it, don't remember what to do, where to find it, or if you weren't in class last Thursday or Friday, check out the video previous to this, the video from last Thursday, Friday, and you'll be able to know exactly what to do in the ABC book. A couple of announcements really quick before we get started. I'm still looking at the early release issue. Again, it just popped up on the master schedule. Nobody has said whether we have it or not. I will let you guys know ASAP. I'm going to send an email this morning and try to figure that out. So we'll figure that out. And it only is going to affect, it looks like Friday is an even Friday. Sorry, I was looking at my schedule. Looks like Friday is an even Friday, so it would only affect our even classes. But again, I'll check on that today and I'll let you guys know for sure. What I do know for sure is that on the 15th, we are all out of school and nobody has to come to school/work. So that's going to be fantastic. So that's a week from today. Next Monday, we are all out of school. So let's look at a couple of things. Hopefully this video is not going to be super long today. So first thing to remember, guys, is if we go to our Canvas page, in the tools and resources section, and I know I did this, I've done this several classes in a row, I pointed it out in the last video, but I just want to remind you guys, we're going to be talking about Standard 11. There's a PowerPoint here for Standard 11. You can look at that to find your information/notes. We also have Google Slides presentations and notes. There is one in this presentation titled, I believe it just says Transcontinental Railroad, that will give you some notes. And then we also have our unit number 5 guided notes. So you can use these guided notes today. This is what I'm going to use just for the purposes of illustration. And you can see, bada boom, there's a whole bunch of notes here. Now, this is the thing that I would suggest. What I would suggest is that you copy and paste this document into a Microsoft Word or a Google Doc and title them notes. And then you don't have to take any notes in this unit. You can just highlight them as we talk about them. Again, if you're a person that needs to write stuff down to remember it or needs to type notes up, then by all means, when we talk about notes and we talk about information, write it and type it. But if you're a person that's like, I just want to read it to study, follow along with it while we discuss it, these notes are here for you. You can just copy and paste them. Okay, so that's that. So you have 1, 2, 3 different resources of things that you can use today to get your information as we talk about the information, to find the information when you're working on it later, and to go over and learn that information from the standard. So let's talk about the actual activity for today. So after we have a very brief discussion about the Transcontinental Railroad, you guys are going to have the majority of class to go and do the mapping activity. I don't think it's going to take you the entire class. First period, obviously you guys are, half the time, so it might take you the whole time today. But, all of my other classes probably going to take the bulk of the period, but not the entire time. So we go into the unit number 5 module. Obviously, that's where we want to go. And remember that the module is in order as it appears on the task worksheet. Now, you can use the task worksheet, guys, and clicking on that will, of course, you can download it and save it and then edit it. But also, just on the read-only version of the task work, you can see this activity. So what we're going to be doing is exploring this website and exploring a very short video. So you can see that these are hyperlinked, which means that you can just directly click on these and it will take you to the appropriate websites and the appropriate YouTube video. If you don't want to do that, you can see that I have in the module as well a second way to get there. Now, these are not hyperlinked, which means that clicking on this link doesn't do anything, but you can always just do the good old-fashioned copy and paste. So that's what I'm going to do here. So the first website that you're going to pull up is a website about the Transcontinental Railroad, Promontory Point, and again, we'll talk about these things during class briefly before we send you to explore. So what we are asking you guys to do, let me go back to your module so you can see the instructions. There are 2 parts to the Transcontinental Railroad. There are 2 different railways that come together in Promontory Point, Utah. So what we are asking you guys to do is for both of those parts, we want you to use this website, follow their path, and record 5 to 7 facts about each railroad line. That means in total you should have a minimum of 10 facts, but probably more like 12 to 14. Okay, guys, this is a pretty good website. So again, you would choose both of these at some point. We want you to do both. I'm just going to start with Central. I hit go on the website. It's going to take me into the Central Pacific Railroad. So you can see it's got to build it real fast. It's clever. All right, and then you can see it's going to give you, this is the start point. So, one of your facts could be that it started in Sacramento and ended in Promontory Point. You can see that one of these railways is much shorter than the other, so on and so on. So, you can read through this. There's a very brief description about the railroad here, and then you can see we have, this is the date. So, with each of the things that it pops up, it gives you the date, it gives you the elevation above sea level, and then it talks a little bit about what's going on that day with the railroad. This is a primary source. This is an image from that day. All right. And guys, you don't necessarily need to read every single one of these things. But maybe what's above the picture might be the most important. Just throwing that out there. So you can see, you can go down again. Okay. This is a little bit later date. You can see the elevation. Again, here's a primary source. So you explore this website, and for both parts of the railroad, you write 5 to 7 facts. That is a total of 10 to 14. What we also want you to do is use this YouTube clip and do the same thing. So again, you can just copy and paste the YouTube clip in. This is also available on your unit number 5 playlist. But it's a short little Charlie Brown video. He's doing a class presentation about the Transcontinental Railroad. You watch this video and write down, let me make sure I give you the right number, 3 to 5 facts from this video. So again, you're using the website, exploring it for both parts of the railroad, writing 5 to 7 facts per side. That's a total of 10 to 14. And then you watch this video and record 3 to 5 facts that you learn from the video. You can do both of these on the same piece of paper. That is perfectly fine. It might be a good idea, and I'll mention this in class, to put a map of the Transcontinental Railroad on your notes somewhere, especially if you're doing electronically where you could just copy and paste an image in. One last thing, guys, we will be giving you some additional video clips today. I will be giving you the links, so I will drop these links into the chat. But you can also see that if you go to our YouTube channel and go to the Unit Number 5 playlist, you can see that these things pop up here. Okay, so there are several videos about the industrial economy, railroads, and I've got the times for both of these that you want to watch. And then I've also got a couple of shorter clips about the Transcontinental Railroad, the people who built it, so on and so on. Okay, so for class today, again, what we are asking you guys to do is to complete the map activity. It's not very difficult. It's pretty straightforward. You're going to explore a website, look at 2 different railroad lines, write down 5 to 7 facts about both of them, which is a total of 10 to 14. Then watch a video clip and record 3 to 5 facts. Also, guys, if you want to record facts from different video clips, that's fine, but you have to have a total of 3 to 5 from the videos. When you finish that, whatever time is left of class today, you can use to work on your ABC book slide. Again, it's not due until the end of the unit, but we need to get it done sooner than that so we can actually use it as a resource. Mr. Burrows and I will probably be checking it on Friday and kind of monitoring people's pace. So you want to make sure you have most of it, if not all of it, done by this Friday. So that's our plan for class today and tomorrow. That would be Monday and Tuesday, the 8th and the 9th of February. As always, guys, if you need anything, if you have any questions, send us an email, send us a remind. But we love you guys. We'll see you in class. Have a great rest of your day.